Well, again, I am so grateful that Dr. Hannan has taken this time to join us on my channel. And we're going to wrap it up with our time on Hoarders. As I said in the beginning, that is how our paths crossed. We met on the television show Hoarders. And I understand that there's a resurgence of it on Netflix and A&E. So if you've not seen it, go check us out, because I get emails and texts all the time. Hey, I saw you on that episode in New York. Do you remember? And I'll say, yeah, I was there. And I was there with him. So yeah, that's how we met, and have kept in touch all this time. But it was an interesting experience. I'd never done television. Dr. Hannan, had you ever done television?
I did one other show, the OCD Project with Dr. David Tolan, who he led that one. So I was on that one for a little bit. So it was my second foray into television.
Well, who knew I had a superstar? I think learned something new. Well, it was my first time. Well, technically it's my second time, but I don't think my 10-year-old appearance on It's Academic counts. But I don't know if it does. That was my second. Yeah, it counts. Well, there you are. We both have two. So yeah, that's how we met, and that was an excellent episode. And but it was a great experience. Dr. Scott, how long did you do the show? Do you remember how many years?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember. What was it like? 5-6 years or something like that. I did about 6 or 7. So we were probably about on it at the same time. And the funny thing is, again, we only got to work together once, but when we got together, it was awesome. It was fun.
I think it was so much fun. And people don't think about, television being fun. Now, let me let you know, it's a lot of work.
Oh God.
You see 30 minutes. Yeah. You see 30 minutes of an edited 5 days or something like that. And we're on there looking great. And we were, so, cause our show wasn't scripted. So it wasn't like, we were sitting there saying, okay, now Dr. Hannan, I need you to say. No, it was real. It was real life. People always ask me that. And I like to know it was real life. But we had an interesting participant. She was a spitfire and just so full of energy. And she loved Dr. Hannan. I guess we can call that love, right?
No, actually it's funny, what I liked about working with her was she's a spitfire, right? So we got in some battles. But what I really liked about her is I never felt from her that it was personal. Like she was mad at me as a person.
Exactly.
She was mad at what I was saying. She didn't like the questions that I would ask her. She didn't like the way I pushed her. But, when we were done, I think, she knew that we were trying to help. So I never felt like she was a person that disliked me or was a mean or angry person. I was, doing my job. I was trying to push her to get some things done. And I don't think she liked the way I was pushing, which is fine. We had a disagreement on that. And I think that's sort of an important point too, is like, one of the things that I liked about being on the show is that you got to work with these people. You saw them in the fight, right? And we were in there with the fight with them. But then when we were kind of moving on and having lunch, like you saw this different part of the personality come out. And it was, it had some really nice conversations with these people. And these are people that you felt like, I'm enjoying this conversation. It's not all about this thing. I think that's really important about Hoarding Disorder. It's not all about the arguments and making sure that we still see those times where we have that connection. And I think we had it. And the crews were always great. I mean, I loved working with the crews, other people, because everybody just seemed like they really wanted to help people out and make this better. So that was what was really nice about it.
It was a team approach, and you hit it on the head. So I want people to take away from that. Yes, you see the battles on television, but these were real people with real lives. And except for one, everyone that I worked with, they were people I would like in life. Yeah. They were people that I would interact with in life, because they were real people with families, and and she was funny. She was about this tall, but like you said, full of fire. But it wasn't, again, directed towards us. It was directed towards the fact that, hey, here I am dealing with a hoarding disorder, and you're coming in to tell me what I need to do with my stuff. And she didn't like the fact that, we kept talking about decorating because she was a collector, and hey, how can you decorate for me? So some of the conversations were she was just a delightful lady, and that may not have come across, but she absolutely was. And like Dr. Hannan said, we were a team working together from, the producers and the directors and the crew members. I often say
the camera guys,
they were phenomenal, and they worked 20 times harder than we did. I always gave them kudos. They worked 20 times harder than we did. Yeah, we had early call times and we would work late into the evening, but they were working, basically around the clock. And I often joke that because I'm single, I think I may be married in some countries to a sound guy, because they would have to put the mic under your clothes. And I would say every time they had to mic me, you're going to have to marry me, right? Because, that's just too intimate. But it was that type of relationship where they became friends, and you heard about their families. And like he said, the experts would go to lunch, we would have lunch while we were there, but we would go to dinner. And leading into the dinner, here comes, now, if you weren't there, this story may not be as funny as it is to us still 12 years later, but the expert would always go to dinner with the crew. And on our occasion, we were in New York. And so, we go to a really fancy seafood restaurant, and one of their specialties, there were two specialties, onion soup and chili. So I ordered the onion soup. We ordered our appetizers and everything, and I'll let and I got mine. That's the punchline. So let's just let Dr. Hannan give us.
It was one of those things, like, you're at the end of all the filming, so that was always like the night where everybody's just kind of like letting loose and just having a good time, and you're just like, you're not even thinking about what we got to do for the next day. You're just like, you're saying goodbye to your friends, because, like I said, the crew, the camera guys, producers, sound guys, everybody that was there, we're all a group of friends.
Yes.
And at that end, you're exhausted, right? Because you've been working all these days and pulling this material out and stuff, and you're just like, all right, we're just gonna have just have fun at dinner. And I'm just like, chili. Oh, I haven't chili in a long time. I just want some chili. This is gonna be great. And I just had in my mind, like, this is gonna be right. This nice, relaxed evening, like, and I was just excited. And then, like, just about like halfway through, they're coming over. I'm like, food's coming. Sorry, we don't have your chili. We ran out. I'm like, how do you want a chili? It's up on the board right there. I can see it. It's special. It's written on the board right there. And like, how did it take you 15 minutes to realize you ran out? Like, it just felt personal at that point.
Well, and I hate it was actually 40 minutes, Dr. Hannan.
Was it that long?
It was 40 minutes. It was 40 minutes because that was so funny to me, because we had appetizers, and so we were all eating and not thinking. And like he said, the other food is coming out, and we're getting our food, and we're looking like, where's my chili? And the waiter comes out, we ran out.
Just wanted chili. That's all I wanted.
It may not be coming off as funny as it was, but imagine that you've thought about, like he said, the end of a long shoot, and you're just ready to relax, and you're ready to eat your chili. And my onion soup, I said onion soup mix, I think. I meant French onion soup. Maybe I'm tired. But yeah, you're excited about it, and they come out, just dash your chili. And so, yeah, we've taken that on for, I think, 12 years. We've carried that on. But the point of it is, it was good times. They became family. We enjoyed our time, and we got to help people. I think that is the most important part, despite what your thoughts may be, on television and things of that nature. We had an excellent time. We got along well. So people on television can get along well. There were no dramas and no stars. Well, there were stars. We were Team JV, and we're happy about that. But it was an excellent time, and I'm so grateful that God allowed our paths to cross. And thank you so much for taking the time to come on and talk today. So again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. If you have anything specific for Dr. Scott, if he likes, I'll put his information in the description box, and you can reach out to him. Or again, just leave your comments and everything on the in the section, and we'll answer your questions as best we can. But please show him some love. And again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving up with his very valuable time. Say hello to the family and the dog. Thank you again for taking the time to stop by my channel. And before you leave, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. Do me one other favor, tell at least 5 people you know about my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if no one has told you today how awesome you are, I want you to know that you are absolutely, positively awesome. Take care. God bless. Bye.